I only have 1 week to finish my first horror game, but everything goes wrong. I tried making interactable draws, but they were going crazy. I added this god awful excuse of a monster which for some reason loves to lick the floor. This monstrosity. And doors. Even more doors. And even more doors. Because Codesphere says doors more, game cool more. Right now, everything in this game is like me, kinda useless. So useless as a matter of fact that the stupid rubber can't even open on its own. To make everything useful, we need to make it interactable, and to make everything interactable, I just use my biggest brain. And when I say biggest brain, I mean Control-C, Control-V, cause any code in public property is automatically my property, says Codesphere, not me. Now, let me explain how it works. We have two scripts, one is interactor and one more is interactable. Interactor is applied on our main character, and interactable is applied on any game object that performs some action such as drawers, doors or treasure chests. Interactor essentially allows our main character here to shoot lasers called raycast. And whenever the raycast hits an object, it checks if that object has interactable. And if it does, it executes the code inside, and in this case it's animation. Now, making animations in Unity is pretty easy. You choose your starting frame and your ending frame. And in the starting frame, you want the initial position of your animation, and your ending frame the last position, which is open for this drawer. And once in game, it should work perfectly. Or so I thought, but the drawer decided to be Hiroshima Nagasaki. Now I'm lonely, depressed, and homeless. Nice. After buying a new house and a computer, this drawer is finally fixed, and it doesn't explode like a nuclear bomb. That's nice. Now I want it so that Mr. Bean can only access some doors if he has some key items. But then I realized, Mr. Bean is handless. My baseball granny says, if no hands, then make hands, but I'm not God Almighty and I cannot craft hands through mud and soil, so I have to go to YouTube. And when I go to YouTube, I mean it's time to steal. Oh, my bad, I mean time to borrow. Or take what is mine, because any code in public property is automatically my property. Everyone knows that. Bean now can use telekinesis and pick up and drop items, which is very epic. John Dev also included an option to throw items, but then we don't need it because that makes me want to throw myself off a mountain. And that allowed me to take this key card and open this door. Very epic, I know. Now I wanted to add a drawer with a sink because everyone knows all good laboratories have sink, and I wanted my laboratory to have a sink for a secret feature. So I contacted a friend of mine, but apparently he's busy, so I just took his wife and children. And guess who cooperated and made me this wonderful model. Now Mr. Bean popped by and he said, I'm feeling lonely. Now you know what that means, it's time to give him a girlfriend, and when I say girlfriend, I mean a bloodthirsty monster who wants to kill him at sight. And after cooking in Blender, I don't know what's worse, my Blender skills or my mental health. I don't know why is she licking the floor and why do you have a black aura coming out of you. But what I do know is I'll focus on the enemy model later and the AI first, so time to write a script. We create a script called enemy movement, and this script is going to be applied on our enemy. When not in chase mode, I wanted the enemy to be roaming around the laboratory, which is pretty easy to do. We had a couple of coordinates which are manually added, and whenever Mr. Bean discovers a new room, that room also gets added to the patrolling point. For time being, I replace the old bacteria-licking monster to Mrs. Bean here, and her patrolling AI is actually working first try. Mrs. Bean here takes her job very seriously. I then gave her multiple raycast beam to simulate eyesight, and if any of those beams hit a aim object that has a player tag, she will think it's a lover and start murdering them. Well, right now she only gives a hug. And if you drop an item, she pauses her patrolling and then comes checks that area and also looks around to see if she can find you. And if she doesn't, she just goes back into her patrolling. Yeah, she's walking away like nothing ever happened. At this point, I realize I'm kinda cooked because I only have 2 days left and I still have to add the monster, the UI, the sound effects. So I thought, why not start with the sound effects? I found some sound effects from Pixabay, and I wrote the script that makes executing sound effects pretty easy. I found this amazing background music from Pixabay, this item pickup sound, item drop sound, and this crazy sci-fi door opening sound. And prepare for this. Bye bye eardrums. I then added this generator that you're supposed to fix before escaping the laboratory, and some key items such as jerrycan, wrench, and crowbars. Now there's a tiny issue. We only have a day left and I've still not started working on the monster. I'm really sorry to say this, but at least for a while we have to keep the cow monster idea away and settle for this. She looks like if Minecraft Warden and a pig had a daughter. But hey, she came with built-in animations such as this walk, run, and a tight slap animation. Oh wow indeed, cause the monster was finally done. and now all that remains is UI. With 2 hours left, I made a start screen and this game over screen, and I was about done with time. Before showing the gameplay, I would like to say that I'll be giving this game one more update just because I'm not satisfied. Because I was supposed to add a cow and I need to add a cow, so that'll be the next update called the Roger update, where the game will be finally done. So subscribe and here's the gameplay.